Footballers, you may not like to hear this, but your coach doesn't care about how hard you work. And you're probably thinking, what
the hell, Harvey, what are you talking about? Like, yes, he does. He likes my hard work off the pitch. He likes that I eat well.
No, he doesn't. He does not care how many hours of dribbling you do off the pitch, or how well you eat, or if you go to bed on time. He does not care about that at all. The truth is, they only care about one thing, and that is winning. Winning games, getting the 3 points, winning titles, winning championships, being top of the league. That's all they care about. They do not care about your hard work off the football pitch. And you're probably thinking, how do I kind of know this? Am I a coach myself? Have I spoke to them? No, I just know because I was in your exact same position before. I used to do all the hard work. I used to do extra shooting after training. I used to do ball mastery. I used to do all these kind of workouts and training and stretching and yoga routines. I did all of it. I probably worked the hardest in my team off the pitch. But what happened when it came to match day is that I wasn't selected for the starting 11. Coaches' favorites were all the time. And I was always so confused on why. You know, I worked the hardest off the pitch, so I deserve to start. You get what I'm saying? So even though I was working the hardest, I was on the bench game after game. It just didn't make sense to me. And the coaches' favorites were starting and winning games and scoring goals. So then I came to the realization that coaches do not care about how hard you work off the pitch. They just don't. They don't really care at all. Have they ever asked you at training, how many hours of ball mastery have you done this week? Have they ever asked how well you eat? Have they ever asked, do you get good sleep or do you get to sleep on time? No, they do not. All they care about is football performance on the football pitch on game day and winning games. That's all they care about. They want players who can win them games. So let's do a quick comparison here. Let's say we have two players, player A and player B. Both are wingers, both are right-footed, and they both play on the left wing. Player A works really hard off the pitch. He does all the dribbling drills, all the ball mastery, all the workouts, all the stretching. He does everything, but he's only scored 2 goals in 15 games. He's always on the bench. He never gets selected. The coach doesn't really trust him at all. So that's player A. Player B, he doesn't do much training at all. He maybe does an hour or 2 a week by himself, but not that much. But his stats are really impressive. He's scored 12 goals in 15 games and he starts every single game. He's scored 8 match-winning goals and he's scored a couple hat-tricks as well. Which player do you think the coach will pick for the team? The guy that works really, really hard or the guy that wins games? You tell me that. You see, I was player A for so long. I'd work so hard off the pitch, but I could never replicate that hard work into real games. Whereas the players that worked less and did less training got the performances in real games. And you're probably thinking, how does that even make sense? Like, shouldn't you, the more practice, the better? Yes, for sure. But you need to make sure the practice you're doing is actually effective and smart and actually training the right things. You see, so many footballers fall into the trap about grind mentality. You've got to always be working hard, more hours the better. When in fact, that is not real and that is not the truth at all. You need to be smart about your work. Even somebody like Erling Haaland has said this himself.
Some people speak about, you have to train the most to become the best. I don't think it's about training the most. I think it's about training the right things.
You need to focus on the right things. But even though I'm saying work smart and don't work as hard, but you still have to work hard on the football pitch. I'm not saying that. You need to work hard for your team. But off the pitch, you need to work smart. You need to listen to your body. You need to actually do things that will give you real results on the football pitch. And if you don't know the right training and exercises, then you can actually join my free football community where I share all my secret exercises and training that's helped me and hundreds of footballers worldwide. But anyway, the main message I'm trying to get to you is that you need to become a winner. You need to become a player that wins games for their team. You do not get a reward for doing the most ball mastery after training. You don't get a reward for doing the most juggles. You get rewarded by scoring goals, winning games, winning championships, and then you'll get noticed by more scouts and coaches. You ultimately just need to become a player who the coach relies on, not a player that the coach is just kind of 50-50 with. And if you want to become a player who is more reliable and solid on the pitch, what I realized is that you need to have more passion on the pitch. You know, so many of you guys do all the training, all the diet, all the workouts, all the recovery hacks, sleep well, do this, do that. But when it actually comes to football games, you have no passion. You actually have no love for the game. Like, how does that even make sense? I'm gonna ask you, do you actually love football? So I'm telling you, when it's game day and you're in the match, be more passionate, shout louder, talk loud, celebrate goals. Go hard in tackles. Don't be that little shy guy on the sideline just kind of waiting for the ball, getting shouted out by all his teammates. Be a man. This is what it takes in the real football world. It doesn't matter how well you dribble around cones or do some quick ball mastery and footwork. No one cares about. All they care about is real performances on game day. That is where everyone is watching. So you need to perform. And if you can't, then you're going to struggle and you won't make it far. So all in all, stop overcomplicating your training. Just do the basics, do the fundamentals, and focus more on your game performances. Because more wins that you get for your team means more recognition for you and better opportunities in the football world. Anyway, join my free football community. It's a link in the description. Join right now. There's over 500 members in there right now, striving to become the best version of themselves and a top footballer. Join right now, don't miss out. I'm only allowing people to get in there for free for the next 24 hours, so do not miss out.